then it's not crazy.
Bale,
Yeah.
something to do with Gozar or Zool? Or is that is that Ghostbusters, am I thinking?
That's Ghostbusters.
Who's Ball?
I just watched that the other day, actually.
The altar of...
Yeah.
You have the altar of Ball upstairs.
Oh.
That's where you sacrifice your baby, Stephanie.
The Keymaster.
That's how you keep...
I am the Keymaster.
That's how you stay young-looking, Stephanie.
Dana, isn't it Zol? Who's the...
Zool.
Zool in Ghostbusters. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the altar of Ball? You crazy bitch. Okay. Here's a little more Marjorie
Wow.
Taylor Greene.
That was harsh.
Whoever leaked this, they need to be held accountable because our Supreme Court cannot be, there can't be a breach of information like this, especially when it comes to something so important. And we know why they did it. They put it out there so the left can do what they always do. They can send their army of rioters like Antifa, BLM, and activists to intimidate the Supreme Court justices that would be voting on that ruling.
Okay, so do we have our music, our protest music? There is apparently one she served at the, I believe the Brett Kavanaugh and the Alito protests.
Yes.
And also there is a very lovely chalk drawings, very politely worded chalk drawings in front of Susan Collins' house.
Yeah.
They called her Susie.
Well,
right. Are they not aware of what's been happening at Planned Parenthood clinics for the last 40 years?
To get off, They wanted him to get off Brett Kavanaugh's lawn because that's where he passes out and sleeps, and so they were actually interrupting his sleep.
He was hungover. He was hungover, for God's sake. Leave the man alone. Barfy McPuke shoes. Justice Rapey McPerjury. Yes, let's not disturb him. He did not apparently like his privacy being violated. Right. He had no choice. I don't know why he didn't just drive to another state.
I mean, just get in your car and drive to another state for work then, Brett. It's not that hard.
Yes. I mean, it really is. It is amazing that they're trying to cast these as violent protests when they clearly are not. Right? I mean, it's okay. And also the fact that how many abortion doctors have been killed over how many years? Receptionists shot dead at Planned Parenthoods over 40 years. Okay. All right. I think because you said Diver, I can say Pussy Riot because the leader of Pussy Riot, the Russian activist band, we've interviewed Nadia on this show.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
She detailed how she escaped Russia while dressed as a food delivery worker. All I know is this is going to be a movie with, this could be a hot lesbian movie, Dana. Well, you and I have to cast this. Rob
Reiner could direct.
Yes. Malcolm Nance can be the consultant.
Yes.
Okay. Maria is the leader of the, I can't pronounce the rest. Should I try?
It was brilliant.
Okay.
Nailed it.
She's the leader of the Russian activist band Pussy Riot. Detailed how she escaped Russia dressed as a food delivery worker. She said, I know it sounds like a spy novel. She had been arrested 6 times in a year, decided it was time for her to leave the country after Russian authorities announced her ongoing house arrest would soon become a 21-day stint in a penal colony. She has a girlfriend, so that's kind of the worst. If you were going to be sentenced to a penal colony,
that's torture,
right, Dana?
One day in a penal colony would be too much for me.
You'd be even gayer. She left her phone behind to avoid getting tracked. She's smarter than the Russian troops already.
Well,
she and her girlfriend, it was her girlfriend, and fellow Pussy Riot member Lucy. My boyfriend! She also left Russia dressed as a delivery worker and was waiting for her along with several other members of the band in Lithuania. She said, I was happy I made it because it was unpredictable and a big kiss off to the Russian authorities. She did not say kiss off. She used a less polite term, according to the Times.
I love how they euphemize that.
Who's in this movie? Let's cast it. Let's cast the lesbian love story. The two
I need to see what they
girlfriend
look like.
Pussy Riot members escape as food delivery workers. Angelina Jolie and who? Help me here.
CNN was talking to the woman who escaped.
If they're food delivery workers, it's got to be Kate McKinnon. There's got to be some comedy.
Kate McKinnon, Angelina Jolie. The Pussy Riot girlfriends that escape as food delivery workers to Lithuania.
I think Kate McKinnon and Jennifer Garner.
Oh, yes! Oh, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, Jolie, definitely not Angelina Jolie. It's got to be someone else.
All right, okay, fine. I'm flexible with
Jennifer
casting.
Garner?
Jennifer Garner's good for everything.
Sandra Bullock?
What?
Yeah, any of those rom-com people that you watch.
Somebody slipped me that
I've got images on them. Yeah, Kate
somebody
McKinnon
slip
for
me
sure.
That new Sandra
Yeah, Kate
Bullock
McKinnon
movie.
for the one that escaped today. Yes.
Paula Poundstone could actually play Maria.
Oh, okay. Are you Googling?
Lokina,
Okay.
which I'm not saying correctly.
Paula's listening, so she'll call her agent.
Yeah, she'll report on this on Twitter a little bit later on today.
That we just cast her in,
in the Pussy Riot movie.
The Pussy Riot.
Food delivery escape film.
Food delivery escape to Lithuania film. Okay. Russia, meanwhile, facing... could I have some Russian music, please? Facing
Yes.
the deepest economic contraction in nearly 3 decades as pressure from sanctions imposed by the U.S. and its allies mounts. Gross domestic product is likely to shrink by as much as 12% this year, deeper than the 8% decline they had expected. What do you call it? Putin's taken this country right into the toilet. Mm-hmm. And Russian soldiers in Ukraine are in retreat. Some of them, those soldiers who backed away, left behind information that gives a guide to Putin's ultimate goal. Mm-hmm. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Forces found documents showing details about why Russia is focusing so much on the Donbass region. Investigators found important documents of soldiers of the Russian Federation Armed Forces that give a clear understanding that Russia is preparing to seize all of the territory of Ukraine, starting with Donbass. It's always a good idea to leave your war plan behind.
Yes.
Oh, and also, Ukraine's armed forces claim to have destroyed Putin's Raptor parade boat. When you get his parade the Russian parade boat is used by Putin to inspect naval fleets and I guess do boat parades. And it's bye-bye now. So that's this. And it was near Snake Island. You remember Snake Island ship? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what was the other one? Did I say we? I didn't mean we. I meant Ukraine sank the other.
Yes.
What's it called?
Moskovitz?
Whatever, that other big Russian warship. Yeah. This is just going disastrously for Putin, right? And he doesn't...
I mean, it is. We have to also keep in mind that how many people have died in this, but it is going disastrously for Putin. But unfortunately, disastrous for Putin is right now even worse for Ukraine. So we need to make sure that we keep, keep supporting them in any way we possibly can. I mean, there's still so many people, women and children, living under bus terminals. Like so the humanity of it's still horrifying, even though Putin is definitely, this is not going the way he had planned in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Dr. Redlener was on today. By the way, we linked to his project helping Ukrainian refugee kids. So over there, I'm telling you, the sexiest of liberals, Dana, are Steph heads. I'm telling you, Malcolm Nance is literally over there serving. At 61 years old, joined the American Legion, is serving with the Ukrainian forces, and Dr. Redlener, is over there trying to, as a renowned pediatrician, trying to help the
Malcolm X is just one bad mofo. Like, he's just amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. And that's a military term?
It is. Mm-hmm. MOFO stands for something else that I can't say, but you know how they like their acronyms.
Yes, it is a bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, it's not a snafu.
That's right.
What? Okay.
It's not a snafu.
No, Ron in Sacramento. Hello, Ron.
Good morning, Mama, and everybody. Before I get to my point, Mama, could I please compliment Chris on one of the funniest lines this morning?
Uh-oh.
Chris?
What'd I say?
Chris? Okay.
Well, you guys were discussing it's hard to out-disgrace Ron DeSantis, and you were talking about Greg Abbott, and Chris said, well, he's in the running.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I thought that was hilarious.
Okay.
I think more hilarious is that Travis has found and located a penis cage for me with a lock on it. So I think I'm just saying penis cages. Why does the woman always have to?
Can we order some for the
but the
justices?
penis cages, the women have to control the key. That's the key there.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
You'll get the key back.
Or the dom, or the daddy, or there's a whole bunch of people that can...
Can it be electrified like in Jurassic Park just to make sure it's effective?
I'm sure that Travis can find an electrified cage.
That's a different fetish.
And then we'll have, he's testing the fences.
Won't
They
test
don't-
it for long.
The penis doesn't want to be fed, it wants to hunt.
Oh my God, what is happening?
I don't know, but I could go on for hours.
Let's
Why? That's weird.
Okay, let's move on.
We're not
This is definitely
kink-shaming.
Little
That
Shop
is
of
funny.
Horrors.
I don't feel like I got the respect for that joke when they're talking about the T-Rex and they would feed him the goat on a rope, and they said,
Well,
this is funny.
because-
Penis needs.
That actually exists, Stephanie.
Yeah,
You're
these are
talking
real.
about it like it doesn't exist. It exists. Like,
And
It
some
was a
people
funny
enjoy
use
it.
of the line about penises, and I don't get the respect that I'm entitled to.
I'm going to go
Okay,
on a limb and say
Dana.
no one in this room enjoys it, but some people do enjoy it.
oh, yeah.
Why
All right.
can't you
I'm beginning
give
to regret you getting the connection fixed.
I don't blame you.
I'm just kidding.
You liked it when you couldn't see, didn't you?
All right,
Watching
speaking
sausage being made.
Speaking of snakes, trouser or otherwise, this is a related story.
Oh.
This one.
Wasn't the best segue. It was a segue.
I have thoughts
Give
on
me
this
some
one.
credit. A 1 January 6 attacker tried to make the case he needs his gun back because of snakes. He made a motion to get his gun back. He said he had to kill a snake with a shovel. The DOJ says there are other ways to protect your property from snakes other than shooting them. because he had to kill a snake with. Yes, Travis.
I would just like to point out that Mama Bone has on more than one occasion killed snakes with a flat-headed shovel. That is the tool to use to get rid of snakes, not
Really?
a gun.
Does it make it like a shabonk, like a bonk,
Yeah. Oh,
or like hitting it with a? You could hit it with a Hannah Montana guitar,
this is true.
Chris.
Oh, I can already see the
Or
headlines.
you know what sound it would make?
1 centimeter to the left.
You know what
bullet
sound it would
ricochets
make?
off the shed. Yeah.
It would make.
That's what it sounds like when you hit a snake in the head with a shovel.
And fun fact,
It would seem unreliable to shoot a snake, wouldn't it? It's a very small.
That's what I'm
circumference.
saying.
And it's
Like
Wrigley.
where's
Narrow target.
where's center mass really? It's
Wrigley.
Could be some headline. It's a Darwin Award because the snake moved a centimeter to the left and the bullet ricocheted off of
Yes.
the
Off a
barn
rock,
and hit some
yeah.
guy in the head.
I bet you more people have killed themselves trying to shoot snakes, don't you think?
fun fact, though,
100%.
Yes.
that flathead shovel snake technique.
Yeah.
One time, the snake's body crawled around for 6 hours
Oh my God.
without a head.
No, it did not in Fresno.
Swear to
And that
God,
is not even the most scary
freaked
thing
me
in
out.
Fresno. There's the Republicans there are scarier.
That high school with the KKK guy.
Dana, I apologize.
Why
Mommy's
are you going
tired.
off on all these tangents today?
I don't know.
Why?
Mommy's
She saw a
sleepy.
penis cage. It distracted her.
Can you stop
Listen,
saying
you know
that?
what? You know why? Because I can't get another streaming service, so I cannot get the new Sandra Bullock film. So my insomnia last night, I had to watch The Lake House, which is an old Keanu Reeves one, like way
Isn't
pre-speed.
that like a thriller?
I don't know what it is.
Someone hooked
it's
Stephanie
confusing.
up with the Paramount Plus password.
Someone slipped me that new Sandra Bullock movie. I have to have it.
Oh,
Dana.
I know. I've gotten in for you.
Okay, Dana.
Yes, dear.
Wow. You know, we have
So-
a guest.
I'm speaking to the guest now.
There's too much happening.
Okay. Don't make me hit you with a
Yes,
shovel.
there is.
Or my Hannah Montana guitar. Okay, Dana.
Yes.
They do sound alike.
Okay, so Joe Biden has coined the phrase UltraMaga, which I think is this is what I think part of what we need to run on is how extremist they are on every issue, right? And
Absolutely.
so here's Elise Stefanik, who is, I don't know, I guess trying to own this. Here she is.
I am UltraMaga. I'm proud of it.
She said, I'm UltraMaga, and I'm proud of it. What?
Well, then you've got Marjorie Three Toes or whatever people are calling her.
Sporkfoot.
That
Sporkfoot.
satanic
Yeah.
photo she tweeted of herself.
Right.
Oh, I
of being
saw that
Ultra
one.
MAGA with her eye, like
glowing
she finally,
eyes?
the Jewish space lasers coming out of her eyes. It was nuts.
But that's what I think is they're just so extreme. It's not just 70% of us want Roe to stand. Most parents don't have a problem with their kids knowing gay people exist or that slavery existed in America and was wrong. I just think it's insanity for us to feel like we have to run scared on these cultural issues. But the
No, we need
vast
to push back
majority
harder
of
than
Americans are not extremists like this Republican Party.
We need to push back louder than ever, because if we're sitting there going, oh, this is no one's ever going to believe that. Look how ridiculous they sound. They're believing it and they're voting for them. So Democrats need to come out louder than ever.
You
and
said that
actually
last
go
week.
up against these.
You said that last week. Get louder. We need to get louder. And
that
I
was
agree.
Judy Gold. She's said it last week.
No, you
No,
said
I'm
it
kidding.
2 weeks ago.
Stephanie, I'm just kidding.
Yes, Travis.
I don't. It's something that came up last night. Apparently, Biden gave a speech referred to Trump as the Great MAGA King.
Yes.
and that's catching on now.
Oh, for God's sakes.
When we give them stuff like that, they're going to make T-shirts. They love that
Yeah,
stuff.
they do.
They're going to
'Cause
use
they can
it
throw
for
it
their
back.
good. Like these little catchphrases that we want to throw out thinking we're funny, they're just going to spin them and make
Exactly.
money off of them. We have to go out. We need to make short movies, but we have enough Hollywood producers that we should be putting out the best ads they've ever seen before the midterm elections, using their own words from, whether it's her hearing, whether it's Marjorie Taylor Greene's hearing, or it's Mitch McConnell flipping back and forth with his, what do you call it? I call them sycophants.
Sycophants.
They are sycophants.
Well,
They're psychopaths and
with
sycophants.
Trump saying he's responsible and for the insurrection, and then coming out and being like, I'm not going to impeach him, or I don't think he had anything to do with this, or blah. Like, we need to be making all these ads with their own
Kevin
words.
McCarthy,
It's
Lindsey
ridiculous.
Graham, caught on tape. Just complete.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, hypocrites. And yeah, absolutely.
On loop.